Once upon a time, in the virtual world of Minecraft, a young boy named David received a brand new computer as a gift from his parents. He couldn't wait to try out the game he had heard so much about, Minecraft. Little did he know that this seemingly innocent game will lead him on a chilling adventure. As David began to explore the blocky world, he couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The usually vibrant and colorful world of Minecraft seemed to be shrouded in an eerie silence. Nighttime in the game brought with it a sense of dread that David couldn't quite explain. One fateful night, as David was mining in the depths of a dark cave, he heard a faint whisper that sent shivers down his spine. It was a voice he had never heard before, and it seemed to be calling out to him. Come closer, it beckoned. Without thinking, David followed the voice deeper into the cave. As he approached the source of the sound, he could feel a chill in the air. Suddenly, he found himself face to face with a ghostly figure, a Minecraft character unlike any he had ever seen before. The ghostly figure spoke in a haunting voice. "You have trespassed on my domain, and now you must pay the price." With a wave of its hand, the figure summoned a horde of zombies that chased David through the cave. David ran for his life, trying to escape the clutches of the undead. Just when he thought all hope was lost, the sun began to rise, and the zombies disappeared. David breathed a sigh of relief, but the memory of the ghostly figure and the haunting voice remained. From that day on, David never ventured into the depths of the Minecraft world again, but the haunting memories stayed with him. And so, the legend of the ghostly figure in David's new computer lived on, a chilling reminder that, even in the virtual world of Minecraft, there are dark corners and terrifying secrets waiting to be uncovered. Once upon a time, in the fiery depths of the Nether, a brave adventurer named Alex stumbled upon a mysterious Nether fortress. Little did she know that this seemingly abandoned structure would lead her on a chilling adventure. As Alex explored the fortress, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The usually hostile environment of the Nether seemed to be shrouded in an eerie silence. Nighttime in the game brought with it a sense of dread that Alex couldn't quite explain. One fateful night, as Alex was mining in the depths of the fortress, she heard a faint whisper that sent shivers down her spine. It was a voice she had never heard before, and it seemed to be calling out to them. "Over here," it beckoned. Without thinking, Alex followed the voice deeper into the fortress. As she approached the source of the sound, she could feel a chill in the air. Suddenly, she found herself face to face with a ghostly figure, a Minecraft character unlike any she had ever seen before. The ghostly figure spoke in a haunting voice. "You have trespassed on my domain, and now you must pay the price." With a wave of its hand, the figure summoned a horde of zombie pigmen that chased Alex through the fortress. Alex ran for her life, trying to escape the clutches of the undead. Just when she thought all hope was lost, the sun began to rise, and the zombie pigmen disappeared. Alex breathed a sigh of relief, but the memory of the ghostly figure and of the haunting voice remained. From that day on, Alex never ventured into the Nether fortress again, but the haunting memories stayed with her. And so, the legend of the ghostly figure in the Nether fortress lived on, a chilling reminder that, even in the fiery depths of the Nether, there are dark corners and terrifying secrets waiting to be uncovered. A few years ago, in a dense forest far from civilization, a young man named Dan decided to go for a peaceful walk. Little did he know that this seemingly serene forest will lead him on a chilling adventure. As Dan ventured deeper into the woods, the sun began to set, casting eerie shadows all around him. The usual calming sounds of nature seemed to be shrouded in an unsettling silence. Nighttime in the forest brought with it a sense of dread that Dan couldn't quite explain. As he walked, he heard a faint voice calling out to him. "Steve, is that you?" The voice seemed to be coming from a man who appeared to be lost in the forest. Dan approached the man cautiously, and as he got closer, he realized that the man was wearing a green shirt and blue pants, the same attire as the Minecraft character Steve. The man looked at Dan with wild eyes and said, "You're not Steve, who are you?" Dan tried to explain that he was just a young man out for a walk, but the man didn't seem to believe him. Suddenly the man lunged at Dan, shouting, "You're an imposter, you're trying to take Steve's place." Dan ran for his life, trying to escape the clutches of the crazed man. He ran deeper into the forest, hoping to lose the man among the trees. As Dan ran, he could hear the man's voice echoing through the forest. "You can't hide from me, Steve. I'll find you." Dan's heart pounded in his chest as he ran, not knowing if he would ever be able to escape the man's grasp. Finally, Dan stumbled upon a clearing in the forest, where he found a group of hikers who were able to help him. They called for help, and soon the authorities arrived to take the crazed man away. Dan never returned to the forest again, but the haunting memories of the man who thought he was Steve from Minecraft remained. And so, the legend of the forest lived on, a chilling reminder that, even in the most serene of places, there are dark corners and terrifying secrets waiting to be uncovered. I remember the day vividly. It was a dreary afternoon in late October, and the rain pattered against my window as I sat at my desk, browsing the internet for something to occupy my time. That's when I stumbled upon a link to download Minecraft, a game I had heard so much about but never played. I clicked on the link and the download began. Little did I know, it would be the beginning of a nightmare. As the download completed, I eagerly installed the game and launched it. The familiar Minecraft title screen greeted me, but something seemed off. The music was distorted, and the colors seemed darker than usual. I shrugged it off and started a new game, eager to explore the world of Minecraft for the first time. As I played, strange things began to happen. The game would freeze and glitch, and eerie sounds would play in the background. At first I tried to ignore it, but the game seemed to be getting worse. Suddenly, the screen went black, and a message appeared. You have been corrupted. I tried to close the game, but my computer was unresponsive. I tried to shut down the computer, but it wouldn't turn off. I panicked and unplugged the computer, but it was too late. The corrupted version of Minecraft had taken control of my computer, and I could do nothing to stop it. Days went by, and the computer remained unresponsive. I tried everything I could think of to fix it, but nothing worked. The corrupted Minecraft had taken over, and there was nothing I could do. To this day, I still don't know what happened or how it happened. All I know is that I downloaded a corrupted copy of Minecraft, and it took control of my computer. I never played Minecraft again, and I never will. The memory of that day still haunts me, and I can't shake the feeling that something dark and sinister is still lurking in my computer, waiting for the right moment to strike. My name is Tim, and as a kid I was super into Minecraft. I grew up in a small town nestled in the heart of the countryside. For years I loved nothing more than to explore the world around me and play my favorite game. One sunny afternoon, as I was walking home from school, I was approached by an old man with a long, scraggly beard and piercing eyes. The old man stopped and smiled and said, "Hello there, young lad. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be a fan of Minecraft. I'm quite fond of the game myself." At first I was excited to meet someone who shared my love of Minecraft, but as the old man continued to talk, I began to feel uneasy. The old man's eyes seemed to be looking right at me, and his smile was more of a sneer. "I have a secret world in Minecraft," the old man whispered. "Would you like to come and see it? We could play together." I think at this point was when alarm bells started to go off in my head. I hesitated, unsure of what to do. While it's true the old man made me feel super uncomfortable, I didn't want to be rude. "I don't know," I replied. "My mom told me not to talk to strangers." To that, the old man's smile faded and his eyes narrowed. "Your mom doesn't have to know," he said, his voice low and menacing. "Come with me, and I'll show you things you've never seen before." With that, the old man grabbed my arm and began to drag me down the street. I struggled to break free, but the old man's grip was too strong. Just as we were about to turn the corner, a loud voice rang out. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" It was the voice of our neighbor, Mr. Johnson. He had been working in his garden when he saw the old man grab me. Mr. Johnson ran over and pulled me away from the old man, who quickly scurried off down the street. "Are you okay, Timmy?" Mr. Johnson asked, his voice full of concern. I managed to nod, tears streaming down my face. "He said he wanted to show me his Minecraft world," I said, my voice trembling. Mr. Johnson just stood there and shook his head. "You should never go anywhere with a stranger, Timmy," he said, "no matter what they promise you." From that day on, I was a lot more careful when talking to strangers. I never forgot that creepy old man and his supposed Minecraft world, and I always remembered Mr. Johnson's advice. I did continue to play Minecraft, and occasionally talk to other people about it, but I never let my guard down again.